It seems that we all have one thing in common. We all have more things to do than time to do them. In this video, we will see how understanding the Pareto Principle can help you get more done in less time. This is Ted. Ted arrives at his office and begins writing his to-do list for the day. He has 10 tasks to complete. Ted is a little worried because the deadline is tomorrow, so he starts working right away. As the day progresses, he checks off one task after another. Ted thinks there's no other way. He must hurry, complete all tasks, and then he will reach his goal. But is this the best way for Ted to use his day and to deal with the upcoming deadline? For comparison, let's look at another scenario. In that scenario, after Ted writes his 10 tasks, instead of immediately starting to work, he decides to apply the Pareto Principle. Here are some things to know about the Pareto Principle. 20% of the tasks will produce 80% of the results. 80% of the tasks will produce the remaining 20% of the results. For Ted, that means that out of his 10 tasks, 2 are the most important. When he completes them, he will reach 80% of his goal. On the other hand, the other 8 tasks are not that important. When he completes them, he will reach the remaining 20% of his goal. In summary, of Ted's 10 tasks, 2 are more important than the other 8 together. Now that Ted understands that, how can he apply the Pareto Principle? How can he do more in less time? There are 3 steps Ted needs to take. Learn how to prioritize his tasks. Prioritize them before he starts working. And once he starts working, he needs to do his priorities first. Putting things in this perspective is actually quite revealing because it automatically removes a lot of stress. Even if, at the end of the day, Ted does only 20% of his tasks, he will still get 80% of the results. It's very motivating to look at things that way. However, the Pareto Principle doesn't show which 20% of tasks yield the highest return. It just shows why it's important to identify them. Fortunately, there are many methods that work as a kind of complement to the Pareto Principle. The one we recommend is the ABCDE method. The ABCDE method will help you identify your most important tasks. It will also show you how to deal with the remaining, less important ones. If you would like to find out more about how it works, please feel free to watch our video linked in the description below. The great thing about the Pareto Principle is that it helps to understand the importance of prioritization. It helps to understand that you don't have to do everything, and you don't have to do it perfectly. Knowing this can help you feel less stressed when the daily tasks start to appear on your list. However, as amazing as doing the right 20% is, it's still valid to mention the remaining 80%. These tasks can still be important, even if they don't contribute as much to the final goal. They should still be the focus of attention, but with the right balance. In the end, it's good to mention that the ratio will not always be strictly 20-80. Sometimes it will be 30-70 or 10-90, but the result will remain the same. You will do more by doing less. Now, if you'd like to see how to prioritize with the Pareto Principle in mind, feel free to check out our video on the ABCDE method. We hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.